topics. Yeah. We done touch all topics. Yeah. These shoulders. Lipstick, Cognac. That girl lipstick, that boy Cognac. Don't talk about it all, yeah. We done ran through it all, yeah.
What's up, guys? What's up,
Hey,
guys?
hey.
Welcome to the room. Welcome to the classroom.
Yes.
We have Lipstick in her pink today.
Cognac.
Come and pinky.
Pinky.
Pinky with the brown. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Talk about it all.
So the music come in, wait for y'all come into the room. If this is your first time, please put a red heart. If you are returning, please put a black heart. And also put hashtag Lipstick and Cognac.
Yes. Come on in the room. Okay.
Come on in the room.
Lipstick.
That's an old Baptist hymn.
Okay. So
It is a
I'm going to
Baptist
start
hymn.
this. I'm going to start this show. Okay, so thank you for tuning in. It's your girl Lipstick and
I'm your boy Cognac.
and together we make up the dynamic duo of Lipstick and Cognac. You're not gonna say it for me?
No.
Oh, your host of Adult Conversation with an alternative twist,
There you go.
a no judgment zone, where we discuss all things relationship, no matter if you are a ruler, a rainbow, or a unicorn.
And you can follow this dynamic duo on all of your social media platforms.
Platforms.
On Instagram and Facebook is Lipstick and Cognac. On Twitter, Lipstick_Cognac. And on
Okay.
YouTube, is Lipstick and Cognac page. And if you can't spell it, it's LIPSTICKANDCOGNAC.
That boy got it right.
And if you are watching us on the website, it's rollnight.com/Lipstick and Cognac.
Yes.
So let's get this. So how was your week, Lipstick?
My week was very eventful. So, no, it's not. It wasn't eventful. My week was very nice. I've been spending a lot of time with my husband and playing video games. I've gotten a new addiction.
I know you was playing. What is it? Is she called Tomb Raider?
Yes, Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
Like you'll be a character in there.
Yeah. I was playing that till like 5 o'clock in the morning. I felt so
Is it
ashamed.
games addictive though?
Yes,
Like
it
games
is.
are very addictive.
That and Mortal Kombat. It's like
I love Mortal Kombat. Who your favorite character?
I play Katana, but they got this.
sis!
But let me tell you, they got this other this guy is Kung Jin. He's a beast. He got like some ancestral thing that he does.
Okay, I know you're talking about.
And then it's another one called Terra something. It's this little kid that's on top of this big old
yeah,
monster.
you like playing with him.
Man, that kid be messing people up. Oh my gosh. I enjoyed it. I was kicking everybody's tail till I got to the last. Because you know they have towers now that you can play on. So once I got to the final level, I couldn't beat it. So I quit and went back to Lara Croft.
Okay. Well, I actually had a.
I didn't ask you. Hold on, let me ask.
Oh.
Hey, Cognac, how was your week?
Well, I had a very uneventful week. I'm still trying to move to my apartment.
Hold up. How many weeks have we been talking about this apartment?
It's just, I hate it.
At least
Atlanta,
4.
Atlanta apartment market is freaking horrible. I don't wish it on my worst enemy.
Why is it so horrible?
It's just,
boo?
I don't know what they be having going on Lipstick. Like, I just be like, I'm freaking over it. Like, it's just always
What
something.
have been your problems? Because you know what? We might need to call Harry. Isn't that the guy? Call Harry.
Well, we need to call somebody because somebody don't really. I don't know what I did to somebody in the past, but baby, I'm sorry. I am. When I say I'm sorry, I am sorry. Please do not.
But seriously, what are
hang
some
me
of the
to the
issues
cross.
that you're having? You never know. Some of our viewers might be able to help you.
It's just the fact that they're trying to get these parts. They don't be ready. They when you pay all this money and they don't be ready. Like I was putting my apartment. The water, the sink and the water wasn't working. And this is in Buckhead. Like,
For those of you who do not know about Atlanta, Buckhead is a very, very high-end area where the rent for like a one-bedroom is going to be like at minimum $1,200. That's on a steal.
Exactly. So
That's a one-bedroom.
I don't have time
Probably
for
about
these,
14. Underestimating.
crazy mistakes, but let's get this on the road. Class is now in session. The bell has rung. The bell has rung. So, Lipstick, what is the topic for today?
Oh, my eye itch. The topic today.
Child of ghetto.
I'm going to be looking like this on camera. So the topic for today, we're going to piggyback off of what we've been talking about breaking up during the holidays and getting over people's losses during the holidays. We're going to talk about divorce.
Divorce, yes.
Separating relationships and
with
families.
children and everything like that.
Yes.
The do's and the don'ts.
And we also have a
some
surprise.
professional
Yes.
help.
Yes.
We have a divorce lawyer in the house.
A what lawyer? A
Divorce lawyer in
lawyer.
the house. She's in the house.
Yes, and she's going to
She
help
waiting in the
us
green room.
to understand a lot of things as it pertains to divorce. I have a lot of questions about it.
I
Not
really
that I'm
do.
looking for a divorce, so y'all that's trying to slide in my
Oh,
DMs
goodness.
don't
So,
think that's it.
let's
I'm
just-
saying I have questions because I have home.
Cause them dudes will come in your
Yes,
DMs
it's
like,
"Oh,
you free
said, you
now?"
said,
Listen, you free now?
you know you hungry. Everybody got to eat, girl. Let me go take y'all for a meal.
But, honestly.
No, I have questions because I've always thought that just from conditioning that the laws in Georgia always skewed towards women, and I have brothers, so I wanted to know like how does that work? Like for men, what are their rights? So those are my questions.
Okay. Well, I guess for my question would be, how do you feel? Well, let's wait for Lori to get here, the professional.
Yeah,
How do you feel about prenups?
I'm all for it.
And why? I want you to explain.
I'm all for it because whenever you enter, marriage is a business agreement. I don't care what, we've had this talk behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Like love will only get you so far because at the end of the day, if you are with someone long enough, you're going to fall out of love or like with them.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to make sure that you partner up with somebody who you're going to be able to have your business handled. I.e. Cardi B and Offset. Not trying to bring that whole situation up because we're not going to talk about the morality of it. But what her thing is, she said that they can stay business partners because they still get along business wise. They just can't be together romantically. And a lot of times, if you're married long enough, you might not be getting along with them romantically, but business wise, I need you to still handle me with the prenup. Whatever I came in with, I'ma have it. Now, if we amass a whole lot afterwards, we can split that.
I don't agree with that.
But I ain't going back to
because
zero.
I feel like people are, to me, I feel like you're married for the wrong reason. So to be honest, when you marry somebody for a sickness, to better or worse, to
That's
death
right.
y'all apart. Why did it matter what type of money I have? Because if I like, I already know what you got, right?
But if
I
you're
know
not
what you
planning on
have.
getting a divorce, it ain't
You
gonna matter.
don't. So why do I need a prenup? That's my point. If I don't plan on divorcing you, why do I need a prenup?
Because if
To
you
me, it's
do
like you going in with
divorce me and I'm the
precautions,
one
like,
with the money,
no, I don't want you for your money. I
That's
want
not
you
what
because
I'm
I love you.
saying.
That's how I'm looking at it.
I get it.
Because if my babe comes to me talking about prenup, I'm like, I don't want to marry you no more.
so if you're the bigger breadwinner in this
I already
family,
know what they have. You get what I'm saying? Like,
But
I done
this is
dated
what-
you. Y'all been engaged. When
And
you
this
marry
is-
somebody, you know who that person is.
This is why
So
I'm
hopefully your
having-
judgment is great.
This is why I want to have the question.
Allegedly, you right, but
the lawyer, because if you are marrying someone, say you're the bigger breadwinner. Say, okay, we're gonna say a smart.
I
say
feel like
you
you're
worth
going
$5
into
million.
your mind. You going to divorce with divorce. You
No.
going to marriage with divorce in
No,
the end
you
goal.
just taking care of your business. Because if I had $5 million coming into this, we got married, and say we may have amassed $7 million. Okay, now we had $7 million together. My $5 million, I need to keep my 5, and we can split that too, because that was before you.
Lipstick, you already know the person you are about to marry.
I don't care.
Honey,
People
unless you
change.
get married the next day.
People change. People
unless
get on
you going to Las
drugs.
Vegas.
People get addictions. People,
But that's
stuff
the price.
happens.
No, people change, and that's right. But why were you going to a marriage talking about a prenup?
because now hold on. Let me just say this, because I don't think you broke people out there need to be talking about prenups. Like if y'all both thousandaires, don't be trying to talk about no prenup because I want to
Give
keep.
me my 15. I'm gonna take
Yes.
my 10.
But I'm talking about people
a whole quarter.
with real money to lose, and you don't even have to be like millions and millions. Even if you just like want a couple of $1 million, you need to protect yourself.
I don't believe that. I feel like if I'm with you and I love you and I'm in it for the right reasons, I already know the risks I'm taking by marrying you. And I don't want to call it a risk because I love you as a person. And Lord forbid if we do divorce, I feel like I would spend on you when I was dating you. Clearly, you wasn't taking me out on dates. I'm having $5 million and you only got 50,000. Clearly, I was already paying for everything.
Well, hold on,
You
because
get what I'm
let's
saying?
backtrack to a couple of episodes ago.
No,
Because you missed in this scenario. I'm the biggest breadwinner. You were saying that even if you was making $500,000 a year and your babe was making $70,000, they was still gonna have to come in on
you
some of the
pay,
bills.
You gonna pay a bill.
You making $500,000.
I don't give a damn. You're gonna pay a bill, boo.
And
ain't no free. Ain't no. You are gonna pay some type of bill. But what I'm saying is, if we get divorced, Lord behold, like I hope you don't get divorced when the next. I hope it don't be a divorce. If it does happen, I feel like you entitled to my money. We came in as one. It is what it is at this point. And hopefully, when I do marry somebody, I don't hope it's not divorce because again, what about the children? How do you feel about people who stay together just for the kids?
I'm still stuck on the original one because I feel like if you don't work hard to amass some stuff and then it could just all be gone. I'd work my whole life to get my money.
Well, look at Mary J. Blige.
Exactly.
But that man helped Mary. Now, hold on. Now, I don't
She
agree.
was married before.
Hold on. I don't feel like he should get all that money he getting now.
And he getting alimony.
But I do feel like he is entitled to something because he was married
That
to
ain't
Mary.
the point. When you have a prenup, it's not that you're not going to get anything. And I think that's the part that you misunderstanding. Like, just because you're going to get something. You're just not going to, from my understanding, we can ask the lawyer when she get here.
Yeah.
You're not just going to get whatever I had beforehand.
But be honest. If you are madly in love with somebody, right? Be honest. Let's just take it back. I do want to talk about the children, but let's just backtrack. If you are mad in love with somebody, right? And you love this person head over heels. You don't ask them for nothing. Okay. You know, y'all go on dates. Whatever. I do believe man supposed to take care of a woman. So I don't think you should open your pocket for anything. That's just my beliefs. Sue me. But if, I'm just being honest. But if he say, hey, babe, I would sign this prenup, will you look at him differently? Honestly.
It depends.
If you never ask him for a dime.
But it depends. It depends on what type of conversations we've had already. Like, if I already know that the person I'm dating is business-minded, I already know that's going to be already coming up. But if it's somebody who's, like, you a romantic in their head, I'm be like, where this coming from?
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Like, if it's that type of, it depends on that type of person. But knowing me, they probably going to be the business-minded. I'm going to be like, okay, so what's the terms? Let me go get my lawyer so we can look at it and make sure that you ain't taking my stuff at the end of the day. Do I get extra money if you cheat?
I don't agree with that. Cause what if you had children for this man?
Okay, now let's get back on the children. Yeah, because you're gonna get you're entitled to child support, so you want access to all the money.
And this is a disclaimer. This is clearly going to be Cognac's opinion. Child support is for the child. Alimony is for the wife.
Says the guy that does not have a kid. I'm just
being honest. No, please, y'all. It's so aggravating to see women taking all that child support money and spending it on them. Now, I do agree. You should pay a bill.
Okay, I was going to say define
because you are taking care of that child. But you should not be getting your hair and weave stuff done. This child can't get a pair of damn shoes. That's a damn mess. The child hair ain't done, ain't got a damn haircut the last 3 damn years.
But most people.
But you up here, you know how the mamas walk in with the goals too.
The average woman is not doing it.
Well, I know where I'm from. That's about all of them.
Well, we not in Mississippi no more.
Hell, even in Atlanta.
But I'm just saying, the average woman, that's what guys assume because she getting her hair done all the time. But they not sitting up here waiting on your check.
You know what I mean, though.
No, I'm saying it's a lot of men that think like you. A lot of men that have women like she getting her hair and nails done every week. That's with my money. You don't know what she doing with that money. Stay out her household.
And also,
if you can't stay with her,
if the daddy want to see the child, women, let him see his child. If he don't want you no more, that ain't got nothing to do with you, baby. You should not open your legs or whatever or made a baby with anybody that you was not comfortable with knowing that y'all was gonna be together. I'm
not gonna let you just put that on women because men
I
like
am gonna
too.
Put that because there's some good men. I'm talking about the good men, not the horrible men. The ones that have to go to bat to hell. They have to get a lawyer just to get their child. to see their child. That is a freaking mess.
Men do the same thing.
That's
Men
a
try to
freaking mess.
use their children as pawns. You know you done messed up. You know you done cheated. Now you want to get the kids, and then all of a sudden y'all send out these cute little videos. Take daddy back. No, if that's what y'all gonna do in y'all together time, no.
Look, the T.O. have a side.
Take daddy back. No, we gonna learn how to spell no today, boo boo. N-O. No.
But you know what I
but
mean.
But to answer
though.
a quick answer to your question before we go to this break is no, I don't agree that you should stay together because of kids. No.
I do agree with that too, because I think that really will hurt the child.
In the long run.
My parents had issues. And
You're not about to talk about Mama Diane. Mama
Diane
Diane is a saint.
It's my
and
story.
Your mama and your dad ain't never had no issues
It's
in my
my story.
mind.
But hey, guys, we're going to take a quick recess break. Stay tuned to rollout.com/LipstickandCognac, or if you're watching on Rolling Out Facebook page, guess what's coming up next? We have our lovely guest coming on. Ow.
What if I told you it was okay to be different? Or it's better to hustle more than you talk? Or that it doesn't matter what people think of you because nobody asked them for their opinion in the first place? Introducing Outspoken Clothes, the in-your-face, unapologetic clothing line. Check us out at outspokenclothes.com and sign up for our newsletter to get exclusive deals. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Outspoken Clothes.
Hey everyone, it is your favorite politician, Representative Erica Thomas, and I'm excited to tell you about the Erica Thomas Show, where we break down news and politics in layman terms where everybody can understand it. We start off the show with hip hop and politics, where we might interview your favorite celebrity and we break down hip hop and let you know that it's the same thing as politics, baby. And also coming up after that, we have kids and politics, where we bring on your favorite kid stars and they tell us all about how they feel about politics. And then right after that is the hit list, where we tell you about the fails of the week. Who failed this week in the news and who do we need to know about? It's all happening at 6 o'clock every single Tuesday. I said 6 o'clock every single Tuesday. So you better tune in. You better tune in. You better not miss it. I mean, you better not miss it. The Erica Thomas Show is on live.
Thank you for tuning in to rollingout.com or Rolling Out Live via Facebook. We are Lipstick and Cognac, your host of adult conversation with an alternative twist. A no judgment zone where we discuss all things relationship, no matter if you're a ruler,
a rainbow, or a unicorn.
Thank you. We have been, if you have not watched our first, 18 minutes, we have been talking and discussing all things divorce. And we want to introduce, before we go into recapping, want to introduce our new guest, Cognac.
Yes. Can we
honors.
please get a round of applause for the divorce lawyer of Atlanta, Georgia? She gonna get the people straight. Yes.
Thank you for having me on your show. I appreciate it so much. So let me know what I can do to help.
So let the people know like what you do, where you located, and what you got going on right now. Yes. Oh, and we didn't say her name. Her name is Trisha Solomon.
Yes.
Thank you.
But she gonna tell herself. She gonna tell her story.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm Trisha Solomon. I do practice family law, which includes divorce, child custody, legitimations, paternity actions. I am located in Buckhead on Peachtree, 2964 Peachtree Road in Atlanta, Georgia, 30305. I have a website, thesolomonfirm.com, and be careful when spelling Solomon. It's all O's, SOLOMON.
Okay.
And
Get
right
that
now I have a
right.
lot going on, but I can't talk about my cases because
Oh yeah, you can't talk about that.
I
But
might
like,
have to
what?
kill
Oh no,
y'all.
we're not gonna ask about your
No,
cases.
no.
Right,
no.
okay. We can't go. We can't go. I
No,
might get
this
fired
not
from
that
a
type
couple
of show.
things.
No, we're
No.
trying to keep you employed.
No, like what
Okay.
you got going, like like what's
Any
the word?
speaking engagements
Yeah,
or something
things
like that.
Well, I don't do much. I get pulled out occasionally to do things.
Gotcha.
For instance, I was on Love and Hip Hop this season. I represented Sierra Gates in her divorce. And
Oh,
so
from
I-
Shooter.
Your shooter done got shot. He gone.
I didn't
we
know
done
this.
with shooter now. So I have a couple things where they pull me out. I don't like to be too much in the spotlight.
Got it.
Because when you come out, you want to come out and you want them to know you're coming.
Got it.
You right. Now, y'all don't she like she part of the Clark sisters? I told you,
You
that.
did
Don't
say
she
that.
look like her? Don't she?
Yeah, she did.
She do. I told.
Like they baby sister.
Yeah.
though. Baby.
Y'all are mad.
Well, you know what I mean.
We know shades of
did.
claws, but they're a little older than you.
Yeah, I
they
appreciate that. I appreciate that love.
Yeah.
Okay, so to catch you up on what we were talking about, so we've been debating about prenups,
Yes.
Okay.
and we are totally we have lines in the sand. One of us, not gonna say who, is totally for them because they feel like if you're in love with somebody, you should just be in love and that's it. One of us feels like no, it's a smart thing because when you in marriage, it's also a business decision, and if you have a lot to lose, you don't want to sacrifice what you worked for before you got into this arrangement
Right.
and lose it on the back end. So, what is your professional
Yeah,
opinion,
professional.
and is it a difference depending on your income level?
I think that's very important. That's the most important thing. If you don't have anything to protect, you don't need a prenuptial. So if it's just me and you getting married and you got your shirt and I got my jacket, we can pretty much do without a prenuptial. The difference is when you But the difference comes in is when you have somebody, for instance, myself, I am in business for myself. So everything that I bring in, I've created this business that is mine. So if I get married, which I am engaged to be married, and that will be something we have to think about.
This is okay. So I don't believe in prenup. So this is.
I didn't say any names.
I'm just gonna put it like this because I feel like now everything is more of like she said, a business transaction set up for love. Because to be honest, you already know what you had, and the guy already know what you have. Apparently, which you about to give your fiance, right? So I don't know who's paying for bills or whatever. That's your person. That's your business.
Okay.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is you love the person, so why go into a marriage? Think of divorce. That's just my opinion.
But I don't think you're contemplating divorce when you do a prenuptial. You're just saying that I need to protect my assets that I made before the marriage. And it's very funny because when you get into a divorce, assets that are premarital, that we can prove are premarital, you don't have to worry about anyway. The problem is when you have premarital assets, you get married and you're commingling these assets. So now things that were once premarital start to look a little bit marital. And that's when we start splitting it up. And so why should you have any interest in anything that I had and established prior to meeting you? And the flip side of that is what if I have nothing but I'm about to do something, but it's already coming from me? So now why again, just because I love you, because you're so lovable, should I split my assets with you?
Because you are married to that person, and the vows say to death do us part for sickness or that beautiful stuff.
Well, you know what? We're gonna keep your card because once he blow up, if you ever get a divorce, he's gonna need you because he's gonna be splitting all them assets up.
Yeah. Well, because you have to think about it. Not everybody gets married for love. Now,
That
and
is
you know
true.
this. People get married because they're plotting. So we know, I see he got something. So I'm gonna get in and get what he has. I don't really love him. But I could do it for a minute until we figure out how to split his assets. And you have people who think that way.
That's horrible. Everybody ain't like no Black China though.
Oh, well, I'm not
Allegedly.
I'm not saying any names.
Now let's look at this from a realistic perspective because you have some people who are groomed and raised to find a man that's going to protect you and take care of you. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're thinking about divorce, but you are like, it's going to be money over love. So if you can protect me and you can take care and provide for me, I'm going to marry that person over someone who loves me because I got to live.
But if that dude, okay, let's just say this. Okay, you are a well-established woman. You know what I mean? And just say you get a man who is just like probably make about $800,000 more than you, right?
Okay.
And you never asked for his money, had your own, right? But every time y'all went out, y'all had fun. It was no question about who paying, blah blah blah. Y'all did it naturally,
Right.
And y'all never discussed money. But then when y'all about to get married, he's like, "Oh, sign this prenup." How would you feel?
That may make me feel away, but if you're talking to Trisha Solomon, the attorney, I get it. But if you're talking to Trisha Solomon prior to becoming an attorney, I may have felt away because I did not understand the complexities of a divorce.
Yes.
So I have a different perspective now. If, I was a sports producer years ago. So that Trisha, who was making $24,000 a year, and he said a prenuptial, I'm going to have to rethink the whole relationship. Because again,
What about me?
right. But once you understand, and I've been doing this 12 years, almost 12 years now. Once you understand the complexities, what happens when you split up assets, what happens when you have children, things of that nature, then you will understand better that maybe the prenup is protective of both of you. Because most prenups have clauses that give you certain things. You just can't take everything.
Yeah.
So it's
then
not
that's
necessarily a bad thing.
And then we're negating the portion because you were so emotional. The emotional aspect of divorce. Because when you are splitting up, people turn into monsters that you have never seen before. So now this agreeable person is like, nope, I want to drag you through the mud. I want everything. I don't care about you. I don't care how you're going to live. That's your problem. You shouldn't have cheated. And all because somebody may have stepped out the marriage, they want to just take them for broke. And that's not fair. Especially if you have kids.
Let me ask you this. I do have a question for you. Now, see, me, if you cheat one time, I can't forgive you. Because I feel like people look for human beings to be perfect, and we're not perfect. People make mistakes. Now, would I be mad? We go to counseling? Hell yeah, we're going to counsel. We're going to do a lot of things. But I'm not going to let you go for one mistake cheating. How do you feel about people who get cheated on one time when they are in divorce because you've been doing it for a long time? You've seen how nasty you feel. Have you ever told somebody rethink some things through?
Well, can I say something before she say her professional opinion on that? Because we non-professionals here.
Yeah.
And I feel this is just feelings. I feel like whether it's one or multiple, it depends on the relationship. It shouldn't just be a one-time thing or a two-time or three-time. It's the nature. Because if you cheated one time, but this is somebody who you've been with for 5 to 10 years and I didn't know, and y'all have established a whole life, I'm out. It's no counseling. That's a relationship. Okay, go ahead.
Well, one time with no feelings. You always got to come in with shit. You get on my nerve.
Well, let me see if I can remember the question. So basically, we're talking about cheating and
Yeah.
how it affects in a divorce,
Yes.
per se. So it depends on who I would be representing. So, for instance, if we're in a divorce and we're off the prenuptials, so we're in a divorce, man, woman, I want some spousal support from the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that bars a person from getting spousal support in Georgia is adultery.
That's only in
Oh.
Georgia though, not New York.
I don't practice law in New York, so I will not give qualified information.
Well,
You better come through. I
some
like her.
lipstick. It can't be in New York because what you call it got the spousal support.
Oh.
Mary J. Blige's husband, and he was the one cheating.
Oh.
That's the only reason why I asked. But go ahead. We're not gonna put you in trouble. Go ahead.
Y'all are mad. So it depends. If you're talking to me as a woman and somebody cheats on me, and I'm out.
Even one time. Y'all been together
How
for
many
like
times he
20
get to cheat?
years.
Okay, well, he should have known better.
Really? One time?
Because if they do it one time, they will do it again.
So do you believe in forgiveness? Do you believe people can change? Honestly, I'm being for real. Like this.
I do believe in forgiveness, but I don't forget. And I have a hard time being with somebody who has stepped across certain lines of trust with me. So he's going to have to go. Married or not married.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Now see, this is the thing with me.
You're so soft.
As toilet tissue,
I'm like cold ketchup.
I'm kind of in the middle of both of you guys. Because I feel like you should break up, right? Regardless, I'm going to break up with you. Now, whether we get back together, that depends on how we work it out. So I'm kind of like, we're going to break up. We are going to break up. It's not going to be no coming back to the house, laying on me, trying to fill on my booty. No. No. Go to that heifer house.
And you already know it.
Did you fill on her booty like that?
Probably did.
Yeah, so bad.
But that's what I don't know if y'all don't think like that, meaning men, but women, that's how we think. Like, did you do that to her? Well, what about when she said no?
Well, and that's how women are. We want to know everything that happened in the cheating.
Yep.
What did you do with her? So every time you do something that looked like something you did to her, I'm going to say, oh,
Turn
so
off.
you do that to her, so you want to do it to me.
But you know, when men cheat, it's not really anything emotional.
Why do you say that?
Because to be honest, when we cheat, it's probably just a sexual desire we want.
But it's emotional to us. You know we're going to have an emotional response.
When women cheat, y'all already been gone. For what I noticed.
But it doesn't have to be
We
emotional.
can be, right, we don't have to use emotion either.
Sometimes
Sometimes
you're
we
right.
just want to get in and get it.
You're right. We are gone. But that person may not be the emotional connection.
Right.
But we're gone with you, yeah.
Yeah, you pretty much
So
done.
therefore, I don't say, and I'm not saying cheating is right. I guess the older I get, I'm more understanding that things happen.
Just slipped and fell on
I
her.
don't want things. If I've been with you for 20 plus years, you think I want to leave you for one time?
Depends. How long?
Hell no. We got too much going on.
It depends.
Unless you go with the other person you cheated with, they get all the benefits, and you don't even care about that person.
It depends.
It's different. You fell in love with that person. You was providing for that person. You that person quality time, like support, pillow talk, parent. That's different. You got to go.
But
And
how
that's
do you
why we
know
wanna
that's
know.
not what he did?
Because you know a person who you're dating,
No.
I didn't know he would cheat on
who
me.
you're married.
I
You
didn't know he
you
was
can tell
gonna
when
cheat.
some-
No.
I feel you could tell if
People
your
change,
spouse
boo.
was
People
like
change.
in tune with them more than just physical.
It's not an in tune.
You don't think so?
You
No.
being too emotional
Yeah,
about
you-
this.
What about outside child?
What about him?
You leave too?
Yep.
Oh, you're not having no baby on me.
Yep. I'm out
No.
Jesus.
because I'm not playing stepmama.
Right.
No.
And I was with you first.
Yep.
Now I got to raise her child.
Yep. And
That
it's gonna
means
be
she's
a
gonna
long
be around
time.
forever.
Yes. I'm gonna have to keep seeing that, and don't let that child look just like her.
Girl.
I like her
I see y'all. That's dope.
because it's gonna be a long time before we can have a birthday party for my children at my house and your other baby invited.
Right.
Well, it's not the baby's fault.
It's not their fault. It's your daddy and your mama fault, and you're
Right.
not invited, boo.
Oh.
Oh my God!
Happy
to
birthday.
the baby.
I wouldn't tell the baby, but I tell his mom and daddy. So,
No.
excuse me, somebody need to come get this child.
I'm telling you, let me just poke you. You soft. Oh, you sound just like that Charmin commercial.
So,
So we have some comments. Vincent said, "Cheat on me once and it's a wrap." Dang.
Right. I'm
Y'all
with
in
you.
I
the
mean,
same boat.
come on now. I'm just saying, nobody's perfect. Y'all act like people are. I mean, cheating's not always physical either, though.
But you have to figure out where you're going to fall. First, you say it's not emotional. Now they got a baby. So that means he
I'm just
was
trying to
messing
just-
with her
just
and there
put-
was no protection in place, which means there's a natural connection that they have.
Exactly. It's an
Some people just
exchange.
like the raw dog, though. You know,
Oh,
some
I don't
people
know
just
none
don't.
of them. No.
Some people just don't like
Well,
condoms.
You
I
ain't
feel
telling
like
on
this.
yourself, are you?
No, hell no.
I feel like this. If you like that so much, you would have a stash of Plan B. So,
She ready.
I mean, it's no excuse.
Yeah.
It's no excuse.
When you have a kid, if they have a kid with somebody, most times it's not the first time that they've been together. They're comfortable with each other.
Yeah, very.
So how do you feel about divorcing with children?
And when you say how do I feel about it?
Like, how do you feel? Do you feel like it affects a child in a way?
Absolutely.
Will you ever tell somebody to stay because of the child?
No, that's not my job. When you come to my office, you're looking for a divorce. Now, when I do consultations, I will give them information and say, hey, y'all, you sure this is it? Because we are counselors too. So I do that. But once we decide to go to the divorce, it's time to divorce. But the good thing about Georgia is they have a lot of programs, and one of them is the parenting seminar. So divorcing parenting seminar. So both parents have to take it to try to help them to cope with the divorce themselves and to help the children through the divorce. Everybody doesn't get it, and some children are affected more than others, but we try.
Oh, that's sad. Okay, well, hey, guys, we're going to take a quick recess break. Stay tuned, rollingout.com/LipstickandCognac, or if you're watching on rollingout.com on Facebook. Ow.
With customizable streaming TV from Xfinity, watch the most free TV shows, hit movies, and live sports on the go. At home, access Netflix, YouTube, and Pandora right from your TV. And with the X1 voice remote, just say it and see it.
Show me HBCU.
With Black Film and TV, watch your favorite college entertainment, HBCU football games, and much more. Xfinity. Simple, easy, awesome.
What if I told you it was okay to be different? Or it's better to hustle more than you talk? Or that it doesn't matter what people think of you because nobody asked them for their opinion in the first place? Introducing Outspoken Clothes, the in-your-face, unapologetic clothing line. Check us out at outspokenclothes.com and sign up for our newsletter to get exclusive deals. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Outspoken Clothes.
With customizable streaming TV from Xfinity, watch the most free TV shows, hit movies, and live sports on the go. At home, access Netflix, YouTube, and Pandora right from your TV. And with the X1 voice remote, just say it and see it.
Show me HBCU.
With Black Film and TV, watch your favorite college entertainment, HBCU football games, and much more. Xfinity. Simple, easy, awesome.
Thank you. Thank you for tuning in to rollingout.com or Rolling Out Live via Facebook. We are Lipstick and Cognac, your host of Adult Conversation with an Alternative Twist, where we discuss all things relationship, no matter if you are a
ruler, a rainbow,
or
a unicorn. You try to catch me off guard.
I didn't. So today we have special guest, Trisha Solomon. Esquire. Isn't that what they say at the end? Esquire?
Yes.
Esquire.
Okay.
She's our divorce lawyer because we're talking about divorce and all the things that come along with that. But we have been stuck on this prenup. Now we switching. What was the last thing we were talking about?
The children. And that's why I was on top of you because
let me ask a question first before you go into that.
Look, you always trying to stop my stories.
Because you go on these tangents, and then next thing you know, the end of the show, and we haven't gotten the real information because you giving these little.
Hold on, my
stories.
cousin Larry said this: a real man gonna make sure his wife is good no matter how it turns out. No need for prenups. Agreed.
Oh, you don't even date women though.
Well, that's not a surprise.
No wonder you agree. No wonder you agree. Because that dude gonna be like, this is nice. I think you should take care of women, not you. Don't try to get me in his DMs thinking y'all done pulled up on a good one, okay?
Oh my goodness.
That's where I was going with that.
Right.
Okay, so my question is pertaining to men, and I'm glad he said that. Because men, when it comes to a divorce, majority of people like to think that of men as the providers. So we're going to use that example. When he's the provider, like what rights does he really have? Because we hear so many men getting the short end of the stick when it comes to child support, alimony, visitation, stuff like that.
Well, when you say, first you said he's the provider.
Correct.
So he has been the breadwinner.
Correct.
So does the wife work?
We're going to say yes.
She works, but she doesn't make much money.
Correct.
Okay, so now in a divorce, if he has always been the provider, she is 9 times out of 10 going to ask for spousal support.
Okay.
Because we have certain kinds of spousal support. We have rehabilitative spousal support, which is the most common kind.
Okay.
And that means basically we're getting a divorce. I need some help until I can get on my feet a certain way.
And that makes
Okay, that
sense.
makes
I can
sense.
agree with that.
Now you have cases where you have long marriages where we've been together 50 plus years, raised our kids, we have grandkids, and now you don't want to be married anymore. So you may end up with permanent spousal support.
And that makes sense too.
Now, can you get this permanent and get remarried?
That's when it stops.
Oh.
Okay, now I
So
agree
that's why
with
you
that.
have older people that don't get married.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
Because it will stop.
But they can have live-in boyfriend or girlfriend.
They try and they sneak with it. But again, you're not married. So as long as you don't get married, he has an obligation.
Well,
to
we
pay spousal
checking up for
support.
100, Bob.
Mr. Chester can be boyfriend forever.
Y'all are a mess.
But this is what I
Okay,
want to
well,
say.
wait a minute. What was
Okay.
the other stuff that you were going to say?
Okay, so we were talking about
Oh,
the
yeah, I'm sorry.
provider.
Yes,
so then
yes.
next you're saying
What
child
if
support.
Okay, we can go there.
Well, you're saying child support. In the state of Georgia, let's take one child. So we have this program. We put the numbers in. So we don't get to fiddle with them or anything like that. So 17% is what we've determined or what the courts have determined takes care of one child. What happens is you put dad's gross income in, you put mom's gross income in, and it's going to spit a number out. And I'll be basic. So for instance, if dad covers insurance for the kids, the premiums for the kids will be put in. He'll get credit for that.
Okay.
And if, say, for instance, mom has to work, so she has child care she has to pay for, we'll put that number in, and it'll spit out these numbers. And I'll be basic. We won't talk about deviations and things like that.
Okay.
So when you say men are getting railroaded and have these high spousal support amounts, but if you're the provider,
Yeah.
your
I'm
amount is
assuming-
going to be more.
I'm assuming it's worse if the woman is not working, meaning more money by worse, because it's not necessarily.
It could be, but we have this thing that we do. So, for instance, they get divorced. If we're getting away from spousal support, we go to child support. We don't like to let somebody have zero in that gross income. So we will impute minimum wage to them. So a 40-hour work week, this is what it would look like for you.
Got it.
And that's the number we base it on.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so we try to even it out, and I think child support gets a bad rap because I have some fathers who get child support.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it goes both ways.
Yeah, that's why I don't agree with what I've seen in my own family, even with people who I know, how the men pay child support for these kids and nobody get to see them. I think that's so horrible.
Are you talking about in a marriage, or are you talking about a child born out of wedlock?
Wedlock marriage, whatever. If you're paying for that child and you want to be in that child's life, why is it so hard?
But isn't that where legitimation comes in?
Legitimation, that's it. When you have a child with a woman and you guys are not married, you're what we call a putative father. Putative father means the only thing you have a right to do is support that child. You have to go to court and file legitimation to give that child the right to inherit from you, to give that child your name if he does not have it, and to get your visitation rights.
Even if you got to pay for the child.
In the state of Georgia.
That is so
But let me
crazy.
ask you this, because I've heard something about when it comes to child support, where if I just put his name on the birth certificate, clearly he won't be my baby daddy. But if I put him on there, will he have to pay
No,
for
sir.
child support?
Well, generally, we can't just put people's names
Well, let's
on
just
those
say we
documents.
were married. Say we were married, and
Well, he would be
I
the-
had a baby by somebody outside.
I had a case like that. He would be considered the legal father of the child.
So how would he get off of it?
He would have to go through proceedings to get himself removed from being that child's natural father. So paternity testing, things like that. But because that child is born while you were married, it is assumed that you ain't sleeping around, and that is the daddy.
Well,
But
what
we know
if-
it won't be you.
But what if it? But the thing is, what if it's like the scenario we were talking about before, where we're going through a divorce. Let's just say, because this happens. Say we had a military marriage.
Okay.
Same thing, military marriage. You understand military marriage.
Okay.
So then I'm cheating, or I have a boyfriend and I have a baby by him.
Okay.
But now I realize that since we are married, and the courts are going to assume that this is your child, I can get money from you. How does that work when he knows that, okay, this child is not mine, but we are married already? Even if the other guy, I put him on the birth certificate, how does that, can I do that? Like, what are the options?
You're all over the place. So you're married, but you put this man on the birth certificate. I mean,
Correct.
you're just making a big mess.
I'm just coming up with scenarios.
Yeah, that's a mess.
Stuff like that happens.
But if he's on the birth certificate, so we're gonna he by paternity he's the dad, but legally he's the dad.
Yeah.
So you've just made a big mess, and now these two men are gonna have to get in court. We're gonna have to do some paternity testing and figure it out. So husband can go on about his business, and you can go on with your man.
Exactly.
Got it. But no, and I'm not coming
and
up
he
with
will be
these,
the person responsible for that child.
Please know I'm not coming up with these out of the blue. Like, stuff like this I worked for the military, so I've heard all types of stories.
Right.
Well,
but it's gonna involve the courts. The courts will have to get involved unless somebody wants to do the right thing.
Yeah. So you out here willy-nilly with all these women, and you not married, you better go get you some legitimation.
Absolutely.
So you can get those
get a church say get legitimated.
Not legitimated.
Legitimated.
You know what?
Oh Lord, you said legitimated.
Read this letter.
So let me read these a few of the statistics before we get into the letter. So from our producer who's not here today,
we miss you.
She pulled up some facts from 2014. Do you know what the highest state for divorce rates are?
No, I do not.
Montana.
They don't have
They
anything.
had the highest rate of divorce among men in the country, sitting at 12.2 divorces for every 1,000 men. And Idaho had the highest rate of divorce among women, with 14.4 divorces per 1,000 women.
Wow.
It's too cold to be getting
Well, it is called Idaho. So I can see why.
Something is wrong with you.
And ironically, despite what the media puts out there, this hasn't been broken down for demographics though, like racial demographics. The percentage of married couple families has stayed consistent throughout the years. Currently, 47.9% of households have married couple families. For the past 10 years, Utah and Idaho have had the highest number of families consisting of married couples, which is probably why Idaho got the highest divorce rate.
That don't make sense.
Idaho.
Well, they getting married. They getting married and they getting divorced.
Okay, we'll read
Okay, let's get to this letter.
Do we know how many times they married the
They
same
didn't say
person
that.
over and
She
over?
didn't
They
say
don't say that. They might do
Okay.
that.
Because I know a couple of people that got married to the same person twice.
Right.
I
As
know
do I.
somebody who is married to some. I know somebody who is not married to somebody, but they paying the person who they live with child support.
What?
So they paying they boo child
Yeah,
support?
they live together and they're paying child support.
They trying to keep them out of jail.
Lord.
That's what it is.
That's
some real love. You need to marry him.
Right.
The person with the child support need to marry whoever paying your child support. Because that's a little bit more love than I'm willing to give. But anyway, the letter. Dear Lipstick and Cognac, blood couldn't make my best friend and I closer. We have been friends for years and literally tell each other everything. Last week, I went out to dinner with my husband, and I saw my best friend's fiance out with another woman. This didn't look like a business meeting either. The lady he was with was kissing on him and everything. My best friend and her fiance just got engaged. Should I tell her what I saw or mind my business? Telling her could potentially ruin our friendship forever, especially if she doesn't believe me. Signed, I don't know what to do.
Well, we all let our guests go first to answer that.
Well, I would say first. Goodness.
She's trying to figure out if I wanted to answer this as the lawyer.
Well, I would say first because we're in an age, we're on a podcast. So in this age, everybody has a cell phone. So she should have been snapping pictures if she saw that.
Or taking
Because
video.
get your evidence together.
You're right.
Because when, and they're engaged. So if they were married and she had to come to my office, I would have wanted those pictures. So we can prove what she's saying.
That's free game, y'all.
But then as a friend, you better call me while you're sitting there. I'm on the way up there.
Really?
Where's my phone call?
Exactly. I'm with that.
Because we're really not friends.
Or
you
at least
should've called
text me.
Right.
Drop a pin, bitch.
Right.
So what's your answer?
Right.
Where my Vaseline at?
Right.
City girls.
I'm with the lawyer. I feel like you should tell her. I feel like you didn't do your due diligence by at least going to the bathroom and trying to get video as you walk past or getting a picture. Because, you know, men, they're not going to let you do that. Most men going to be like, that ain't your business. Stay at this table. Okay, I got to go pee right quick.
Right. Well, that didn't stop you from texting me. Trisha, girl, I'm over at Nobu. I'm wherever.
Exactly.
I'm on the way.
I would have went to the restroom. I'm not going to lie.
I would say this. I would be the type of person if I walk up to the table, let you know I'm here. This is me. And I'll put the fear and God in your, I'll let you know, like, I see you.
But you're not going to send a text?
Nope. I'm going to take pictures.
Are you going to allow him the opportunity to tell him
himself? Because I've been in a situation like before when I told my friend something, it has turned against me.
Okay.
So I am now the person, I will have evidence if you need evidence.
Okay.
I'll probably send to you anonymously.
Oh my
God!
I won't tell you, but I'll give you all the evidence you need. But I'll make sure I walk up to this person like, hey, I see you.
Right.
Well, let me tell you this. You got permission to call me and
too.
drop a pin.
Lipstick, I am not calling you. Cause I don't,
Why?
I don't like getting in the middle of people's mess.
You ain't got to get in the middle. Just send a picture and
what
drop
if y'all
a pin.
end up together? That always happen when you tell on somebody, they ass still stay with them. Now,
It don't matter.
You can't come over no more because you know what I'm saying? Like, it just gets so messy.
Whatever. I want to know.
Right.
And I'll let you know. We're going to stay together. We're working it out.
And I can't come over no more.
You
We
don't
can't
come
go out
over
no
now.
more.
You don't
we
come
can't
over
do none
now.
of that no more. Can't call you no more.
You can call.
It's after 7 o'clock. What you calling here for?
Because he my friend. You know the friend that sent that video?
Right.
That's him.
Right.
Give me my phone.
So I don't think I would want to know. I'm not gonna say I don't want to know, but just send it to me randomly, and I will make decisions what I want to do.
I can't do it. Let me check. Let me catch somebody.
How
out
do you
there.
send anything random in this
Oh,
day and
there's
age?
so many ways to make an old fake Facebook page.
See, that's too
going
much
through all
effort.
that?
No, it ain't.
That's too
I have
much
a whole
effort.
page.
How about I just FaceTime you at the restaurant and walk over to the table?
I might do that.
Okay.
I might do that and let you decipher what you see.
Girl, pick up this phone because you know I don't do FaceTime.
Me.
What?
Got I have money all on. Where you on?
That's me.
Go have a glass. Oh. Drop a pin, Cognac.
Right.
Drop a pin. Drop a pin. I'm putting my hand on ponytail right now as we speak.
Got the puppy dogs in the backseat.
You too.
No, I have to lock them up. That big dog will be ready.
No, but honestly, I just want to say, let me just backtrack because I grew up in a household where my mom and dad was going through.
I was hoping he forgot about this
I
story.
am not gonna forget. It's my truth. It ain't no shade. I love my parents. I feel like my parents got divorced a long time ago.
Okay.
Honestly, because the way that the communication was not always right, and me coming from a child, I learned even with person dating now. I didn't know how to talk, so I used to yell, cuss, say nasty things because that's what I saw my parents do. That's how they used to communicate to each other. You know what I mean? I'm not saying my parents were bad parents. They're wonderful. Look, I'm here.
Right.
So they did something right. But as far as you just going through seeing how your parents communicate, that does affect the child. You pass that along and you pass it on.
You do.
But devil's advocate, how can you say that was a reason for them to divorce?
Because it's more to the story. I'm not going to.
Okay, but no,
Well,
it was the way.
cheating. Nobody
Okay,
was cheating. But
I'm just saying.
I just felt the fact that the way that if you don't respect someone, because the way you talk to each other was so disrespectful, I would have left.
And they're still married?
No, they live two separate households now.
Okay.
So, like, I just saying, but my parents are great friends.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I think they stayed because of the kids.
And maybe they are better friends. And sometimes it's like that.
And
But
that's why I
do
want to tell
understand.
people don't stay for your children.
Yeah.
Your children see all of that.
Right. And it will definitely make it worse. I always tell people when they get pregnant, too, children can make a good situation better or a bad situation worse.
Yeah.
So you have to move and do what's right for you. So if that's marriage, then get married. If not, we'll have a story like yours where you have two people who were yelling and fussing, and that's how you communicate with people, and it affects your relationship.
And I'm in my base, I'm going to say, why did you have to yell at me? And I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
You know, like,
Yeah.
that's all I know. You know what I mean? And I would just be like, golly. And I had to sit back and, like, when you're not so mad and when you really think about what you're doing, you be like, dang, I don't have to communicate with my bae like this. I don't have to yell and say hit below the belt just because I know you're dark. Like, It's not. It wasn't right.
But that may be some counseling you need. We accept that excuse and that reason for a while, but now that you've identified that, then you may need to seek out somebody who helps you.
I go to counseling.
Deal with that. Well, that's perfect.
I think everybody needs counseling.
Yeah.
When I used to be ashamed of it, like I thought it was for weird people who didn't have.
What did you tell me? What did you tell me about it? About counseling?
I thought it was weird.
Yep.
But that's our stigma in the Black community.
It is
that mental health issues should not be addressed. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm not going to talk to anybody. What they gonna tell me? I don't know. Well, clearly you don't know everything because you don't know you crazy. Yeah. But that's something we have to go through. But anytime you're in relationships, thinking about getting married, counseling may be a good thing for you.
And I do agree with you wholeheartedly because I feel like, and I think if you are a Christian, go to your pastor. Because I don't believe I don't see myself being a Christian, being with a Muslim or anybody else who's not Christian, because we are not equally yoked.
Right.
So who are you going to pray to when I'm going through?
What do you mean by go to the pastor, though?
Like, I feel like you should seek, make sure y'all are ready. Because, like,
they have pastoral care. Yeah. Like, you can actually, they have.
But I'm saying, like, for counseling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for premarital. Yes. Okay. Hey, guys, we'll take a quick recess break. Stay tuned on Rona.com/Lipstick is Lord.
Goodness.
Lipstick and Cognac. Are you watching us on Facebook on Rona page? Ow. We're gonna end.
Hey everyone, it is your favorite politician, Representative Erica Thomas, and I'm excited to tell you about the Erica Thomas Show, where we break down news and politics in layman terms where everybody can understand it. We start off the show with hip hop and politics, where we might interview your favorite celebrity and we break down hip hop and let you know that it's the same thing as politics, baby. And also coming up after that, we have kids and politics, where we bring on your favorite kid stars and they tell us all about how they feel about politics. And then right after that is the hit list, where we tell you about the fails of the week. Who failed this week in the news and who do we need to know about? It's all happening at 6 o'clock every single Tuesday. I said 6 o'clock every single Tuesday. So you better tune in. You better tune in. You better not miss it. I mean, you better not miss it. The Erica Thomas Show is on live.
What if I told you it was okay to be different? Or it's better to hustle more than you talk? Or that it doesn't matter what people think of you because nobody asked them for their opinion in the first place? Introducing Outspoken Clothes, the in-your-face, unapologetic clothing line. Check us out at outspokenclothes.com and sign up for our newsletter to get exclusive deals. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Outspoken Clothes.
rollingout.com or rolling out live via Facebook. We are Lipstick and Cognac, and we are ending our show today. So if you missed it, last show of the year, actually.
It is.
So you have a whole lot of different shows to go back and look at. But if you missed today's show, we have Trisha Solomon, Esquire. And she has been here giving us the tea on divorce, prenups, legitimating or legitimizing yourself. Legitimation. Thank you. So this has been an awesome show.
I enjoyed this show.
Let us know, or let the people know, where to find you and any other things that you want them to know that you can legally tell them.
Well, again, my firm is called the Solomon Firm. The Solomon Firm. You can reach me at thesolomonfirm.com, or you can reach me at Trisha at thesolomonfirm.com, and that's TRICIA at THESOLOMONFIRM.com. Our phone number is 404-565-0641. So if you have any child custody issues, legitimation, divorces, whatever, I do it. Just reach out.
You do baby daddy issues too?
That's
baby daddy, that's legitimation. You must have some baby daddy issues, because this is the second time You've talked about this outside
No, my friends
child.
do. My friend wanted me to,
Make
get
sure
it in
you
there.
get that.
Right.
Friend, this is who you need to talk to the friend.
Right. But you have to know that legitimation is the man's issue. It's not the woman. A woman
well,
cannot
don't do
file
that,
a
friend.
legitimation. The woman
'Cause
can
it's
file for
already
child
mine.
support.
You file for child support,
Right.
friend.
You file for child support and let him do what he has to do to get rights to the child.
But just know, if he hadn't legitimized or done his legitimation, that you gonna get that child support, and he don't have to have visitation if you trifling.
So do.
That's for the trifling people out there.
Right.
Yes, and also I want to say, on behalf of me and Lipstick and all our wonderful guests who have been on Lipstick Cognac show, we have thoroughly enjoyed our show on Real Now
Yes.
platform. We want to say thank you so much, humbly and gracefully, because this has been a very well journey, and we also appreciate it.
Yes. And before he get too long-winded, make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Lipstick and Cognac. YouTube, Lipstick and Cognac page. Twitter, Lipstick_Cognac. Send us a letter, and we will definitely get back to you next year.
And
We
you
on
can
vacation,
also
y'all.
Email us at lipstickandcognac
At gmail.com.
gmail.com.
LIPSTICK.
Yeah, so we'll take a quick break, you guys.
Ain't no break. We're out.
For 2
Y'all.
weeks. I mean, to January. So, 2 weeks. So you can all catch the remaining the before
Previous
show
episodes.
previous episodes on rollnout.com/lipstick and cognac, or on our YouTube page, which is Lipstick and Cognac's page.
See y'all next year. Have a happy holiday.
And safe travel, you guys.